live from Riverside, California.
Thank you, Junior. Thank you. I'm right here live with Junior Pascual and Timothy. How do you say your last name again?
Lunsford.
Lungs what?
Lunsford?
Lunsford?
Yeah, Lunsford.
Okay.
Ford.
Yeah, we're right here
Weird.
just
Yeah,
chilling.
Weird. Yeah, real weird. So my dad's side of the family, he's
What is
like German and
I was about to say that, fool.
German and
No way, you're like
German
fucking-
and the fuck's the other one?
No, see, this one's done.
No, I said right there.
Shut up, bro. But yeah,
This is dope, fool. You should invite more.
what?
You should invite him more often.
You're more than welcome
Hell
to come whenever
yeah.
you want.
It's nice. It's,
Back then, he used to invite me for almost every weekend.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
could.
understandable because you got your
But
son
now
and all that.
now
So
my baby mama keeps him
Yeah, that's true.
every other weekend. We change our schedule. From court order, we just did our whole schedule. But I'm gonna tell her, take me off child support
yeah,
if you want to work this shit out like this. It's better for both.
it's easier. And all that, she's not fucking playing you with money and shit. Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, child support,
that's
child
intense.
support should
That's
only
shit.
be for people that are not there for their fucking
Yeah,
kids.
the kids.
But you have your kid every fucking weekend or damn near all week. You know,
Yeah.
like that's something you shouldn't be paying the fucking government or her. You know, like you're fucking taking care of your kid. That shit should only be for fucking people that do not care about their kids. They're like, fuck, I've got the wrong bitch pregnant, you know? I might as well pay this bitch so she can leave me alone, you know?
Yeah.
But other than that, your fucking son's your life, you know, at the end of the day.
yeah.
Well, you met him before. He met him, fool.
Oh, really?
No, his son's chill as fuck. He's funny.
And the fucked up part about that is the kid gets brought into the middle of it, gets dragged to the middle, and then
He's a weapon.
oh yeah, he's like a fucking he's like a he's used for like fucking collateral. They kind of use the kid against collateral. They use the kid against each other. It's like, come on, why it's not the
Why would
fucking
you wanna
kid's
do
fault,
that when-
but yeah, why would you want to do that? That's your fucking child. It's like
You're fucking with his mind
He's innocent. Yeah, he's fucking. The children are innocent. Children are innocent. They don't know. They don't know what the fuck's going on. They're still learning. They're still coming up.
And that's the shit that gets me more pissed with that shit.
But that-
shit gets under my skin, bitch.
Oh, I'd be the same exact fucking way, man.
Oh, mine's a bitch.
Your woman?
My baby mama, fool.
Yeah. No offense to all them baby mamas out there, but they can be hard to deal with. That's for damn
Definitely
sure.
are.
Yeah, real.
They can be hard to deal with, especially when you got a kid in the middle of it. They know where to fucking hit the father. They know how to do them low blows. That's for damn
They
sure.
know
And they
the
use
right
it
button.
fucking. Oh, they know how to push that fucking button. And men, no, I'm cool. I'm
that's
cool.
all you,
Thank you though. Go, hey,
Get high.
do your thing.
You fucking get high.
Do it for me.
smoking by
Take
myself.
an extra hit for me too, cause I'm fucking dying inside. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I wish I can smoke, but I can't.
Whew.
I really
You're
can't.
telling me, man.
I fucking,
I
as
could.
much as I want to smoke weed,
Do it up for me.
like weed gets me paranoid. Like I really can't fuck with it.
Does it really?
It gets me really paranoid.
You know what's weird is I'm not a stressful, type of person that makes myself real stressful or gets paranoid about shit too often, but it's weird. When I would smoke weed, I would paranoid, looking on my shoulders all the time, always wondering if the cops
Yeah.
or whatever,
Overthinking it.
Overthinking shit for
Yeah.
no fucking reason, but still would do it. Still would
Yeah.
do it because I let it's like, I guess, like, the relaxation it makes you feel,
Well, at the time, once you build that tolerance, you're like kind of set. But
Yeah.
then, like for instance, like I was smoking from freshman all the way to senior. Every fucking day, I was high as fuck. I would go
Same
to
here.
class high
Same
as
here.
fuck, and I just remember I would try to talk other people into like smoking weed, and they never wanted to. And later on,
Yeah,
like
same here.
I don't know, I had to get a job, and from there I had to stop smoking weed.
Yeah, that's the
So
only shitty thing about
when
it.
I got back into it, it was so fucking weird. Like my homies were smoking 6 blunts a day, so I would try to
Blunts a day?
damn near. We were getting high every fucking day, like so damn high.
Oh yeah.
But when I did that again with them,
After
I was-
not doing it for so long.
I fucking passed out at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
And then I'll do it again, and then I was paranoid, and I was like, man, fuck this shit. Weed's not for me, That's why I dabble in, I drink more than fucking than I did before. and play around with my nose if I get on that if I get too tipsy when you drink beer it always comes in handy. Like,
oh fuck yeah, definitely levels you out. It definitely levels you out because I'm one to and I I'm at fault for that and I'm one to kind of just chug a beer and not realize it.
Oh dude.
And then I'm fucking 8 or 9 beers in feeling pretty damn good. I'm like and then doing the shit it's like all right, but when you don't have the shit I'm like oh fuck God I fucking can't. Dude, I don't know how people black. I was thinking about it earlier. I don't know how people black out. I've never blacked out. I used to
black out a
really.
Shitload. But
my lady had the same problem. She would black out. She would. The only time she could drink is if she couldn't just drink a little bit and not black out. She had to go all out. I'm like, why the fuck do people do that? And I still don't get to this day. I still don't get it because I'll get to a point where I'm like, I'm fucked up, but I don't think I could ever get blacked out, or I just get to a point where I'm fucked up and I'm like, I don't even want to drink no more.
Yeah.
But see, some of the people have
when I'm fucked up, I keep going. Like,
yeah, that's
there's been time. I still remember this day. My homie said, "Let's go drink," and he was new at my old job, and I was like, "Fuck it, let's go drink." I drove downtown, which is like 20 minutes away, and we're taking sake bombs right away.
Ooh, yeah,
right away. It's 7 p.m.
Nice.
7 p.m. We're taking sake bombs. Next thing you know, we're at another bar. This fool's turning the fuck up. And I get so drunk that luckily I called my homie, hey, let's turn up downtown. He came and he was able to drive my car back. But I was so fucked up that I had my head down at the fucking bar. And that's a big no-no. People always say don't do that.
People get offended. Bartenders get offended by
dude, but I was tipping the fuck out of her. So she kept giving me drinks like, oh, you're good, honey. You're good, honey. But I kept tipping her because I felt like I was in... Like, when you go to Vegas and you get beer, you tip them every time.
Oh, yeah, every time.
Every time. But when I did it this time, she just kept feeding me. And I remember this white guy was right next to me. He's like, hey, bro, don't put your head down because, that's when they either cut you off or they fucking, kick you out or something. And, dude, she kept fucking giving me drinks, dude. I was like this. I remember I was, so drunk. I fucking laid my head down, and I was just relaxed. I was like, dude, this feels amazing,
But you knew when the beers were coming, or when she was driving.
I was on autopilot. And then my homie had to drive. I was throwing up on myself. I don't remember this. I blacked out from there. My homie, I remember, I was, kind of, hugging on them, walking all the way to the car.
Oh, okay.
And it was just horrible, bro. I've blacked out so many times that I'm like, I wake up, I'm like, what the fuck happened last night? I have to go through text. I have to hit people up. I'm like, what happened when this happened? At 3:00 a.m. we went to Taco Bell? Really? A bunch of shit. I blacked out so many times because we used to always go to parties,
That's crazy.
That was one of the biggest things that we did every weekend. Right now, my homies, well, not today, but tomorrow, guaranteed my homies on my block, they're trying to go to the party. It's nonstop.
From the old block?
Yeah. That's why
that was
from 16 all the way to fucking probably 22, we're always hitting parties up from Thursday all the way to Saturday.
Shit.
And we were always getting fucked up. That's why we always got in problems. We were always fighting people, and it was crazy, dude. I miss those days, but at the same time, it's I remember driving, and I used to dread those days because I was like, fuck, I don't want to drive. I have to be sober and shit.
Always fucking worried if you did drink.
Yeah, the times I didn't do fucking blow, I fucking was blacked out. The times I did do blow, I was fucking able to manage and drive home. As weird as it fucking sounds and druggy that sounds, that shit fucking saved me. Because there's been times where I've been fucked up. But I did fucking 3 fat lines. I'm like, okay, I'm good to drive.
Really?
Yeah. I was fucking I was back to normal, different person.
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it has a different effect on different people. Me, fuck. The whole drinking thing is fairly new. The sniffing's a little... Never, ever used to drink before I met my lady. Ever. She was always a big drink. She used to be a pothead back in the day before she met me. And then when she met me, she had stopped. And I was a big old pothead for maybe a good 6 months into our relationship. And then I stopped. And then it kind of became an off and on thing. And then pretty much kind of had to come to a fucking end, which I can't wait till that shit ends because I've been smoking weed, you know, since I was about 13, 14 years old, you know.
Yeah.
And I used to fucking love weed. Honestly, when I was in high school, you know, I was fucking major pothead all through high school, even before middle school, major high school. What's that?
You were like 13?
When I first started, I remember I smoked my first joint, and when I was 13 years old, and I was fucking couch locked, fucking stuck, and I was like, oh my god, what the fuck, stuck, you know. And then through high school, you know, I wrestled all 4 years through high school, you know.
You wrestled too?
Yeah, I wrestled all 4 years through high school.
That's
my first
dope.
year, freshman year, you know, I didn't take it too serious. I knew I was pretty fucking decent, you know, but didn't take it too serious my freshman year, you know, went to, you know, probably less than half of the practices, you know, my freshman year. Sophomore, junior, and senior year, I took that shit fucking serious, you know, but I was a major we'd have like a tournament, or we'd go to against another school. We'd have a dual meet on the weekends, or go to against another school, you know, or whatever. And I would smoke before every fucking match. And oh my god, it was fucking 100% difference.
Yeah.
100% different. I was so fucking like relaxed. On it. High as a motherfucker. Wrestling in a dual meet. Straight dual meet. And my freshman year, I didn't take it too serious. My sophomore, junior, and senior year. My sophomore year, I made it just before fucking CIFs. Which you go through CIFs and then you go through state. You know, I made it almost just below fucking CIFs. And then junior, senior year, I placed fucking my junior year, I placed 12th in CIF out of 36 people.
Yeah.
And then my senior year, I placed 5th in CIFs, which, me personally, I never fucking took it too, you know, I'm
serious
like, I was a bad
shit.
motherfucker, you know, but my coach was all, you know, if you would have took this fucking serious, you know,
That's how I would
fucking came to practice every day, you know, because even my sophomore through my senior year, I always thought, like, I always regretted it afterwards, you know, I always tried to tell, like, you know, I'm not trying to be no fucking mentor, you know, to no kids or whatever, you know, but I always try to tell them, you know, if you actually, you know, really do think in your head, you know, if you have something serious, but weed's kind of slowing you down a little bit, you know, or whatever the hell you're doing, you know, because high school's a little wild, you know, those are your kind of fun times, you're kind of experiencing shit through high school, you're learning yourself, you're learning, you know, you're kind of learning about life through high school. I've always kind of, I think high school kind of built me into the person I kind of am now, you know, it got me started, you know, I think that's for every, you know, teenage, you know, high school, because in high school, everything goes on fights, you know, that's school, originally that's school, you know, you're getting your education, but fuck, high school's like a fucking circus fucking, act. You know, there's fights, there's, you know, fucking smoking in the restroom, you know, making pin caps, you know, and fucking during the, you know, between class, you know, and fucking smoking and then going into the class and reeking like a motherfucker, you know, fights.
Dude, I used to fucking smell like a motherfucker.
Oh, same here. I couldn't go to class.
It was so crazy though, because like I still remember to this day, my senior year, because I went to Aptos, which is majority white people, but they were racist. Okay. And then there's a certain gang, because I was from Watsonville. They thought I was a certain gang from Watsonville, so I always had people tripping on me. I always had to like that. That's when I was telling you, like, I had to fucking like stick up for like
hanging out with the two.
Well, I never,
even before that,
I never like claimed anything, but those guys will always trip off me, and I didn't want no problems because I'm not from a hood.
Yeah, why fight for no?
It was 10 people or 15 people always mad dogging me, so
You're fighting for defending yourself.
That's really all it is.
That's what it came down to, because like they were always mad dogging me, so I fucking started hitting them up. Like I'll be like, "What's up, fool? I'll fucking fight all you guys," you know. And then they'll all be bitches, you know. And then until one day, one of them ballsed up and we fought. But ever since that day, none of those fools fucking ever like mad dog me. Yeah,
I've never got that. There's fucking people. There's so many people in this world that feel like they fucking.
And that was like freshman year too.
You know? Or teenagers feel like they have to prove something, you know, or they have to dog somebody. Not even being part of a gang or, you know, because me personally, you know, I don't, even through high school, you know, I was a little scrawny, little white kid, you know, scrawny.
But you're with the shit at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, but I never like made it out there where I was like, with
Do
the
you
shit,
feel- do
or
you-
you want to fight.
do you
I
feel
just
like-
never
do
got
you-
that. Like, why the fuck do you feel like you have to prove so? And I've gone in so many fights in
But
high
do
school.
you feel like with you like having balls right away? Do you think that's because you say you were adopted, right?
I was adopted, yeah, from 13. From 13, from
look at
13.
this shit.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, it's
Really?
all right, just a little bit. It's okay.
You're adopted, fool?
Yeah, 13 years old. 13. My mother, she was mother was an alcoholic growing up. She raised me and my sister. I blamed her for a lot of
shit.
years. Hey, had a grudge. Oh, I fucking hate this woman. And then
But
after a couple
once you
years,
got older, you're just kind of
once I got older, I realized everybody has their own problem. Once I got older and I found myself out,
Yeah.
figured myself, because I figured out, once I figured myself out, and I'm still learning every day about myself. I think it's a learning process. Everybody's learning shit about themselves. It's a fucking, life's a learning process. Life's a fucking, I think your biggest critic is yourself. Your biggest enemy is yourself, That's why, and once I realized that I was my biggest enemy, I feel like that, in a way, I guess in fucking, other terms, that gave me balls, I was like, fuck, why the fuck am I scared of this mother? Because growing up, I was a pussy. I got bullied all through school. I cried to my mom, and my mom was like, growing up from a young child, my mom was an alcoholic, so I'd get bullied, and then I'd get out of school, I'd cry to my mom, why he's... this and that. And my mom was like, you need to fucking stick up. My mom was a tough fucking woman, She's fucking tough. She didn't give a fuck, and that was just how she was, I'd cry and tell her, I'm getting bullied or this person or that. You need to whoop your fucking ass. Tim, you need to get your ass whooped to learn, Tim.
Yeah.
You need to get, if you fucking, if it's really going to bother you that bad and you can't ignore it, you need to get out there, learn, pretty much fucking stand up for yourself. You're going to get your ass whooped,
Exactly.
which... I've had some ass whoopings,
Yeah.
and then I realized, fuck this, fuck this, But
Yeah.
I think everybody, kind of has to, get, learn, get, kind of get brought up with some ass whoopings a little bit.
If you think about it, a lot of people don't get that.
They don't, and I think it humbled me.
It trips me out because
humbled the fuck out
I
of
look
me.
at so many people, and they're pussies,
Pussy. Like you were saying, these motherfuckers would dog you, and then when it came down to it,
none of
them were about it because they thought in their head that
like,
they're
oh
a
shit,
tough
I gotta
motherfucker,
fight.
and I gotta dog this motherfucker, I gotta prove something. And then when they realized, oh shit, this motherfucker ain't scared of me, he's about his shit. It hits them,
that shit,
and it's like I've never got that, I've gotten dogged by, or somebody, what you looking at, or who do you bang, or what do you bang? The fuck what do you mean, what do I bang? Look at my fucking skin. Are you serious? I'm fucking a scrawny little white kid. Come on. I don't bang shit, but I've been asked that somebody, oh, what do you bang, or where are you from? I'm like, the fuck is your problem, And I think that getting my ass whooped and dealing with motherfuckers that got that ego to them, that they feel like they have to prove something, humbled me. And for the longest time, a motherfucker, growing up getting bullied, for the longest time I realized, oh fuck, I'm not gonna get bullied no more.
Yeah,
I
that
stood
was
up
the
for
same
myself.
with me.
Motherfuckers would, come, and oh, what are you looking at, or try to start some shit, and I'd get mad and I'd get all fucking pissed off and get all hyped up and want to fight. And then I realized, Tim, you're never gonna be. You're not gonna live through this. You're gonna live with people like that for the rest of your life. There's so many people like that feel like they're big and bad and tough, and they have to prove something. So you're gonna have motherfuckers ask you or look at you wrong, and just ignore it, Tim. Be the bigger person. But at the end of the day, you know what you could do. If you have to defend yourself, you defend yourself. But it's pointless. Why the fuck are you gonna get in trouble for
some bullshit?
Or for some bullshit. Or why are you gonna get yourself all worked up for this stupid motherfucker that wants to try to prove something?
Yeah,
you ain't worth my time. You ain't worth my time, dude.
That's exactly what I realized.
And I'll look like the bitch.
Older.
I'll look like a bitch all I want. You can talk all the shit you want. Talk all the shit you want. I ain't tripping. You make me look like a bitch. That's fine. Till you want to get physical.
No, yeah, I was gonna say.
You're gonna find out real quick.
Until they get to that striking zone.
Exactly. Until you get up, in my, because I've always growing up. I was kind of I think growing up a fucked up childhood, having a fucked up mother, and she had her problems.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. I don't wish nothing bad upon her. She tried her best. She did great. Raising me and my sister from a young age till we ended up getting, taken away from her.
Yeah.
And, for the longest time, I had a grudge. I hated her. Oh, why the fuck did you do this to me?
That's like a normal teenage thing.
It's
like,
teenage. You're learning. You don't know.
Because that was the same thing with me. Like, dude, I almost fought my dad.
That's pretty fun.
But see, I was a teenager. Like, I regret that. Like, I regret doing that. But
Cool if I like this up?
at the same time, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, cool.
I was a teenager. That's why I regret it.
I was a teenager too.
And then
But you
the
didn't
the thing with me and my parents, I'm the middle child, so I always felt like I never had a relationship with my parents, and I was always smoking. I was what?
The cap.
The what? Oh.
That cap. My bad, man.
I was always smoking weed, so I wouldn't be around my parents, you know. So like,
Here's what's empty.
it's a weird relationship with my parents when I was smoking weed because I never ever talked to my parents. Like, I used to get home, you know, mobbing it all day, kicking it with homies, stoned as fuck. I came, huh?
I like your hat.
Thank you. And I'll come home and I wouldn't talk to my parents. So for like, since probably 15 all the way to 18, 3 years, I did not talk to my
Just
parents.
kind of smoke and just kind of draw them
I
out.
blocked them out because I feel like they're going to judge.
That were just a pain in the wall.
And that's why, like, at that time, I was finding myself because I was kicking it with OGs and I was fighting people because if they disrespected me, it's like, fuck that, swing at them. We're just chilling, talking.
I was on the same page too.
Yeah.
For a good minute.
Yeah.
And my dad, he like kicked us out.
Yeah.
You think your friends are your family?
It's, yeah.
You think your friends are always going to be there? Oh,
that was the same shit I fucking heard from my parents.
Oh,
and,
same here.
Yeah,
I think we all...
welcome me with open arms again.
Yeah.
Yep.
It sucked though because at the end of the day, at that age, like, fuck, dude. I remember I used to walk all over the streets. I used to always be on my bike. I never was home, and the streets was like. Well, I was trying to paint this image like I want people like to talk about. Hey, fool, that's that fool right there. He's down as fuck. You know, you like you want people to think that, but then as you get older, you're like, fool, fuck these fools. Like at the end of the day, they don't have your back. You know,
One or
like,
two.
Well, one or two,
Like,
yeah.
Like in Spanish, tus amigos son contados.
Say it right here.
Oh my God.
Say it again. Say it again.
Oh.
One more time. Do it. Come on,
Say
one
it
more time.
again.
Just get close to the mic and say it.
Come on in. You're having a conversation with us. Come on in.
Yeah.
If you
Come
get right
on.
here, I can up this mic and they can hear you. Why you
Come
doing
on in.
it?
You're
right
in
here?
the. We're having a
Fuck that.
conversation, buddy. Come on.
I'm stoned.
Hey, I'm stoned too.
Hey, I'm feeling pretty fucking
I
good.
just
To
want
be
to stay
honest with
away
you.
from it.
Hey,
The less I sound in your guys' thing, the better for me.
I've had my fair share of fights and shit, and I'm not big on fighting, fighting's
I don't
fucking
like
pointless.
fighting,
I'm the same way. I don't like to fight, it's fucking pointless, and so I have to remind myself a lot of times, because I'll let people kind of get to me, and I'll get in arguments with people, or I'll get in I've gotten in fights, and afterwards I've regretted and I've got real down. I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? I've got real down. I'm like, fuck.
Have you
but
ever
it's a
gotten in a
learning process.
fight where you like shake hands after though?
Yeah, and I think those are the best.
Those are the best. I made a friendship off of fighting someone.
Me and my best buddy,
That's the best
I
thing.
whooped his ass.
Dude, it was. I'll tell him after. Go for it.
Me, my best friend growing up from middle school.
Uh-huh.
Me and him. That's how he's still my best friend to this day. My only pretty much fucking friend besides you fuckers, And I love you guys. You guys are my friends,
I love you too.
But yeah, I grew
You don't
up.
have to lie to him. It's okay.
Yeah, well, come
You
on.
don't have to lie to KK, young man.
Yeah, that's true. I'm still
fucking-
learning.
Hey.
Yeah, that's how me and my buddy Dale we met. We met in 6th grade.
Yeah.
And he
Bottom? Sorry.
yeah, no, you're good. Go for it. Me and him, I met him in 6th grade, and fuck, I love the motherfucker. Me and him, he was a type of guy. He never got in fights. White guy. Kind of hillbilly-ish. But I love the fucking dude. And he always, me and him first met in middle school, and it was funny. He was fucking growing up. I was at the point. I got my ass kicked. And I was at that point. I was, sick of getting bullied. I got bullied so many fucking times, and was sick of it. And what the fuck you looking at and all this shit.
Yeah.
With that little
Classic.
bullshit phase, classic.
It's
Bullshit
funny,
phase.
but
And
he's
he's
so
my-
trippy, dude. Like I
Yeah.
still keep thinking about it. The fact that you man it up about that.
Yeah, oh.
Not that many people do that.
They don't. They
Like,
don't. And
a lot of people
it
fucking
humbled
become
me.
like
It
a bitch
humbled
about
me.
it. And I'm telling you, like, it trips me out to this day because sometimes I interact with people that I'm like, dude, you're such a bitch. Like, I
Yeah.
can tell right away because the way you talk, the way you try to like try to make me flinch or something. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're
People?
such a bitch. Like, stop. Like,
What are you doing?
because like growing up, you had to learn at a young age. Like, you respect people's. You respect people the way you want to be respected.
That's the way I see it. As long as you show me respect, you're cool with me. Hey, I'm totally cool. You know,
Yeah.
I got you. You know, no problem. You know,
But until they step that line,
until you overstep
already
that
know
line, I'm gonna let you know real fucking quick.
right away.
Right away.
Yeah.
Right away. I'm not gonna hesitate. I'm gonna let you know. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm gonna let you know real quick. You know, you're overstep. I'll let you know. You know, I'm not one of those type of people, and I used to be. You know, you overstepped the line or you pissed me off. I was. You know, we're fighting. You know, come on, what are you doing, dude? Think. You know, let them know. You know, and then if it gets, they want to try to act bad. You know, try to walk away. You know, 'cause I've almost gotten to so many fights, and I walked away from it. You know, you ain't worth my time. They're talking shit. You're a puss. You're a puss. That's what I've
Nice.
gotten to the point where I've
Hold on,
learned.
hold on, no,
Hey, I'll look like the
Here.
pussy. I don't really care. You know, I'll look like the pussy. I don't really care. You know, I ain't here to prove nothing. How we good?
Yeah. I feel it, man. Right now we have more people coming in. We might as well wrap this shit up. Again, I have Junior. I got my boy Tim. You know, Lord Weddle.
Hey! I gotta run
That's the
with it. Might
fucking
as
new
well.
name right there.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right,
why not?
we're gonna probably do another one right now, but we're gonna wrap this one up. Again, Tim, Junior. You want to say anything?
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out. Fuckers.
Tim.
Hey, good night.
Motherfuckers.